We all have places in our homes we avoid. A creaky cellar, a shadowed crawl space. For Emily, it was the attic. Not because it was dusty or forgotten, but because of what happened there, or rather, what didn't happen. This was the Reynolds house, built in 1903. Emily had inherited it from her great Aunt Margret, a woman known for her eccentricities and her even more eccentric collections. The house itself held a comfortable, if somewhat musty, charm. Every room told a story filled with forgotten trinkets and antique furniture. Except one. The attic. The attic door was always kept locked. A heavy, old brass padlock secured it. Aunt Margret had always been adamant.
Some things are best left undisturbed, dear.
She told Emily as a child, her eyes wide, a strange smile playing on her lips. Emily had dismissed it as an old woman's quirk, until 3 weeks ago. Emily had been sifting through her aunt's belongings, trying to decide what to keep, what to donate. In the bottom of a dusty cedar chest, she found it. A small, tarnished brass key, identical to the attic padlock. And tucked beneath it, a note in her aunt's elegant, but shaky handwriting.
Emily, my dear, if you are reading this, it means I am gone. And perhaps so is she. The attic holds a secret, a promise, and a presence. Do not go looking for her. You won't find her, but she will find you. Burn this note. Forget the key. Margaret.
Emily's blood ran cold. She? Who was she? Her great-aunt had no children, no other known relatives. The note, far from deterring her, ignited a dangerous spark of curiosity. That night, the house felt different. The comforting silence was replaced by a watchful stillness. She kept hearing things. Faint, rhythmic creaks above her bedroom ceiling, like someone pacing or rocking. She tried to tell herself it was just the house settling, old wood expanding and contracting. But the sounds grew more distinct. Sometimes she'd hear a soft, almost imperceptible whisper, like a forgotten lullaby just out of reach, drifting down from the attic. Just sometimes, she'd feel a cold draft even with all the windows closed. The fear was tangible, but the need to know was stronger. Who was she? What secret did the attic hold? The unsettling whispers and phantom creaks had become unbearable. She had to open that door. She had to know. The ancient lock groaned open, and the door swung inward with a drawn-out, mournful shriek. The air was thick and cold, carrying the scent of forgotten things. Dust motes danced in her flashlight beam. Old furniture, shrouded like ghosts, stood silent. A child's rocking horse, a forgotten toy chest, a porcelain doll with vacant eyes. Nothing overtly terrifying, yet the atmosphere was suffocating. Then, in the far corner, almost hidden behind a trunk, she saw it. A child's cradle, covered by a thin sheet. Her heart pounded. She lifted the sheet, revealing not a baby but a crudely stitched doll missing an eye. And beneath it, a small, worn leather journal. Aunt Margaret's handwriting. Entry 1, July 12, 1948.
She still cries. Always at night. They say it's just the house settling. They don't hear her like I do.
Entry 2, August 3, 1948.
She calls for me. From the attic. Always from the attic. My little Evelyn. My lost girl.
Entry 3, September 1st, 1948.
They say she ran away. But I saw her. I saw her go up. She never came down. And now, she's waiting. For me. For anyone.
Emily stumbled back, the journal clattering to the floor. Evelyn. Her great-aunt had a sister. A younger sister. Who had vanished without a trace when Margaret was a child. Everyone assumed she had run away, heartbroken after a family dispute. But Margaret knew the truth. Evelyn had gone into the attic. And never come down. The journal described a promise. A presence. Emily's aunt hadn't meant the attic held memories of Evelyn. She meant it held Evelyn. The silence that followed was worse than any sound. It was an absence, a knowing. Emily scrambled backward, her breath catching in her throat. She understood her aunt's warning now.
You won't find her, but she will find you.
Emily left that house that night. She never returned. The attic door remains unlocked and the cradle sits there still. But sometimes, on very quiet nights, if you listen closely to the old Reynolds house, they say you can still hear it. A faint, rhythmic creak. Like someone rocking, waiting for the next visitor. Because Evelyn isn't lost anymore. She's found her home. And she's not alone in the attic.